I remember the first time I watched some of these lesbian romance movies on Netflix. I couldn't stop thinking about them for days. Some made me laugh, some made me ugly cry, and a few completely blew my mind. These are the movies people still talk about, the ones you end up recommending to friends or debating endlessly online. I've watched them, rewatched them, and I'm here to tell you why they still matter and which ones really stick with you. If you love lesbian movies as I do, hit subscribe and support the channel. This is WLW Watchlist, and we're just getting started. Let's jump into number 5. Number 5 is Bottoms. I'll never forget the first time I watched Bottoms. Honestly, I wasn't sure what I was getting into. I'd heard it was chaotic, funny, and ridiculous, but nothing really prepared me for how unhinged it actually is. From the very first scene, I was laughing so hard I almost cried. Two outcast lesbians in high school start a self-defense club. Not to actually defend themselves, but to get closer to the cheerleaders they're crushing on. And yes, it's as wild as it sounds. The energy Rachel Sennott and Ao Edebiri bring is insane, messy, chaotic, totally unapologetic, and so much fun to watch. What got me the most, though, was how real it felt underneath all the absurdity. These characters are messy, they make mistakes, they're awkward and confident at the same time, and it hits differently because it actually feels authentic. I found myself rooting for them, laughing at them, and relating to them all at once. This movie isn't subtle and it's not a soft romance, but that's exactly why it sticks. The humor lands, the relationships feel alive, and the queer energy is front and center. So, if you want a movie that makes you laugh until your stomach hurts, celebrates messy lesbian life, and leaves you grinning like a fool, Bottoms is non-negotiable. Honestly, it's the perfect way to kick off a Netflix binge. My number 4 is A Secret Love. The first time I watched A Secret Love, I was completely unprepared. I thought I was just going to see a touching documentary, but it hit me in ways I didn't expect. Watching Pat and Terry's story unfold felt like stepping into a lifetime of love that had been quietly hiding in plain sight. These two women were together for decades, facing a world that wouldn't accept them. They kept their relationship secret through careers, families, and society's judgment. And yet, the love they shared never faltered. It was patient, steady, and deeply, painfully beautiful. I remember sitting there, thinking, how have I not known about this? It made me appreciate the small, everyday courage it takes to love someone fully. The film doesn't dramatize their story. There's no forced tension or manufactured heartbreak. It's just real. The way they finally get to live openly, to be seen and celebrated, is incredibly moving. I found myself smiling, crying, and feeling this strange mix of relief and awe. If you ask me, this is the kind of movie that sticks with you long after the credits roll. It's raw, it's emotional, and it's a love story that feels authentic in every frame. My number 3 is The Perfection. Honestly, my jaw was on the floor the first time I watched The Perfection. I knew it was supposed to be twisted and dark, but nothing prepared me for how wild it actually is. From the first scene, you're thrown into this stylish, unsettling world, and the queer romance at its heart makes every twist hit even harder. The story follows a troubled musical prodigy and a new student, and what starts as a reunion quickly spirals into something completely unexpected. I was laughing, cringing, and gasping all at the same time. The movie isn't afraid to be shocking, but it's also careful to make its characters fully human, complicated, flawed, and intensely real. What struck me the most was how seamlessly the romance is woven into the chaos. The connection between these women isn't a plot afterthought. It's central, messy, and emotional. I found myself rooting for them, even as everything around them went completely off the rails. This lesbian romance is bold, unforgettable, and just a little bit terrifying. Watch it with the lights off, prepare for the unexpected, and get ready to feel everything. I mean, the suspense, the emotion, and yes, the love. It's the kind of movie you won't stop thinking about afterward. And hey, if you love discovering lesbian movies like this and want more lists full of laughs, heart, and chaos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more coming your way here on WLW Watchlist. Number 2 is Duck Butter. You know those movies that make you sit up and go, wait, did that just happen? That's exactly what Duck Butter does. Two women meet at a bar and decide, for reasons only they could understand, to spend 24 hours together, having fun every single hour. It's chaotic. It's messy. It's totally unapologetic. And somehow it works. The chemistry between Alia Shawkat and Leah Costa is electric, funny, awkward, intense, and completely real. Watching them go through every stage of a relationship in a single day is wild, hilarious, and relatable. What I love most is how Duck Butter doesn't pretend relationships are neat or perfect. It dives into the uncomfortable and surprisingly tender moments that make intimacy so fascinating. I found myself thinking, wow, I've never seen anything like this. This is for anyone who wants an unconventional lesbian romance, a movie that breaks all the rules but somehow lands perfectly. Let's talk about the half of it, the one that quietly steals your heart without you even realizing it. This movie is tender, clever, and painfully relatable. Ellie, a shy genius, ghostwrites love letters for a classmate and accidentally falls for the same girl herself. What hits me every time is how subtle and honest it feels. There's no over-the-top drama, no forced romance, just quiet moments, lingering glances, and the kind of small gestures that make your heart ache because they feel so real. I couldn't help but remember my own first crushes, the awkward texts, the notes you never send, and that mix of excitement and fear. The cinematography makes it even more magical. Bike rides, quiet streets, and handwritten letters that feel alive. It's a love story that doesn't scream for attention but grabs you in the softest, most unexpected way. If you want a movie that's thoughtful, heartfelt, and utterly unforgettable, the half of it is a must-watch. And there you have it, my top 5 lesbian romance movies on Netflix everyone talks about. Which one is your favorite? Or is there a movie you think should have made the list? Drop it in the comments. I love seeing your recommendations and hearing your thoughts. If you enjoyed this list and want more WLW Watchlist content, from hidden gems to chaotic favorites and timeless classics, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. We've got so many more lists coming, and I can't wait to share them with you.